with you today on the topic your journey to the cloud. That's my Twitter handle right there if you like to follow me and get all my rants. Yeah, you're free to do that. So let me start by introducing myself before I delve deep into the topic I have to talk to you about today. So this is me. I am Dara. I'm a dev cloud and DevOps trainer. I'm a solution architect, consultant, trainer, and I also play the saxophone. I stream weekly on Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, and Mixer. My website is daraladapo.com if you'd like to get in touch with me. So today, I'm speaking about your journey to the cloud. Um, Many folks want to get started using the cloud. Yep, you stuck between various cloud providers. But what I'm going to do today is I'll explain to you some of the basic things that actually are involved in getting started with the cloud, like some of the terms you'll come across, and we'll see how to get there from there. Just a disclaimer: I work at Microsoft as a customer success engineer, so of course everything I'll be saying will targeted towards Azure. So, yep. So that's me again. So, uh, my purpose today is just to do a little bit of brief demystification of what the cloud is. So basically, the cloud is someone's supercomputer somewhere. So what it simply means is it's a serviced uh, tenant that you have for compute, storage, and network, and I'll go into that in a little while. So its service simply means that you pay to use the service, just like go to a hotel to use the service. You don't care how to get power, water, internet, and all that. You just go and use that service. So that is I mean by serviced. Compute are the resources you use to do computational work, storage for storing stuff, network for joining stuff together. All right. So when I say it's service, just drilling down into it now, it simply means that it's mostly pay as you go. They are on-demand services, means you can decide which one you want when you want it, turn them on and off as your needs progresses or decreases. And of course, you have no upfront capital expenditure to spend when you're trying to get started with the services. It simply means when you want to use it, you just go ahead, purchase the service you want to use it. Most times you even get billed at the end of your consumption cycle. And of course, your maintenance and updates are out, so it simply means that you don't have to worry about the headache of maintaining the infrastructure and everything that goes along with it. So I'll talk about the general offerings of the cloud, and this is what it is. Compute. Now just drilling into the concept now. So compute are resources that we use for a computational work. For example, you want to host your website, you want to do scheduled jobs, maybe, excuse me, maybe tasks that send emails, routine tasks, and all sort of stuff. And there are some services in the cloud you actually use to achieve that purpose. An example that I have listed there, you have Azure App Services, you have Mobile App Service, Azure Functions, Logic Apps, Virtual Machines, and Container Services. Let me explain them in like one-liner sentences or maybe two-liner sentences also. So, app services are what you use to host websites, web apps, your CMS packages like WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, and all that. Mobile app service is an abstraction of app service that enables to quickly build services for your mobile apps. Azure Function enable you to be able to do serverless compute. For example, you want to only run resources at a particular point in time. Logic Apps is also serverless. It enables you to be able to build out workflows in an interface. Virtual machines are like your servers that you host in the cloud. Then container services enables to be able to do to host and run images of your applications, modernizing and all that. Yep. So that is that about compute. And then talking about storage, they are just resources that you use for storing data files and other important things that are good for you. So scenarios where you use them are sort of different. You have backup if you want to back up your stuff. Disaster recovery in case there's a disaster like power outage, network outage, natural disasters, and all that. You can fail over to your storage in the cloud. And also databases, so you want to store data, information, relational data, non-relational data, all that. You can use database services. Blob storage for storing files, for storing binary objects, for storing different kind of stuff, and also for storing your VHDs, virtual hard drives, and all that. And then file storage should be able to store your regular files like pictures, videos, and all that. Then also on the networking and security end of things, so there are resources that are used for managing connectivity, securing your resources and services. So there are tons of services like virtual networks, network security groups, application firewall, application gateway, virtual private networks that you can use to achieve all these nice things to be able to uh, replicate network or set up and configure network and security in the cloud. Um, so in terms of services now, the cloud is broadly categorized into three set of services. The first one, you have the infrastructure as a service, where you provision hardware resources like virtual machines, virtual networks, virtual private networks, express routes, all those things that are basically infrastructure, things you can configure by yourself. So you buy the infrastructure and you configure it. Those are infrastructure as a service. A good example is Windows Server virtual machines in Azure, Linux virtual machines, your virtual networks, your network security groups, and all that. And I think I delved into them a little bit. Yep. So also, platform as a service, they enable to be more productive. So what you have to worry about is just running your service on these platforms. So the underlying infrastructure and configuration has been done for you, and of course you can tweak some of them. Uh, so you're able to run, and this is mostly good for developers in the sense that you only have to worry about innovating with your code, with the services you develop, and then just go host them on the services. Then the software as a service platform is that set of services that enables you to be able to use stuff uh, without having to even worry about the deployments. Just come pay and use it. A good example of that is actually Office 365, that you only pay the license to be able to use that software monthly or yearly as your license agreement can be. So I know most of us are developers, and maybe you're trying to be a developer and you want to know what cloud services are best for me. Well, this is my opinion. Because you want to be productive, you want to be able to deliver value quickly to your customers, your clients, or maybe even yourself, I most times recommend you use platform as a service. And one great benefit of it is that you only worry about writing your code and pushing it to the platform, and then boom, your service is up and running. So don't mind my title for that slide. So I just listed out here some of the services, platform as a service services that you can use in Azure. You can use App Service for hosting your website, database for MySQL, and SQL for hosting your databases rather than having to configure physical servers for them. Then Kubernetes Service for orchestrating your containers and images. Container registry for hosting your container image for those of us that do containerized applications. Service bus for managing messages and queues. Cosmos DB, that's your non-relational and no document database. Key Vault for managing keys, secrets, and certificates. You have the container registry. Oh, I doubled that. Sorry about that. And then you have the storage account for managing your blob, your files, and all that. Then cognitive services, one of the things I like most in the cloud, enables to be able to perform some AI tasks without having to worry about the underlying uh, implementation of the AI service. For example, you can do face recognition, you can do text to speech, speech to text, and all that. And of course, you also have machine learning. So that is that. So you might want to ask me now, how do I get started with all this stuff? And I don't have money, how do I get started and all that? Yeah, good news is that you can get started on Azure for free. If you go to azure.com/free, that link is right there on your screen. Azure.com/free, you are able to get $200 to play with for 30 days, and you get started with all that. So yeah, that's it for me. I hope I've been able to guide you a little bit in getting your journey to the cloud started. So I want to thank you for listening, and if you have questions, I will try to answer them as soon as it gets across to me, because of course I'm not there with you. And of course, if you'd like to get in touch with me, You can reach me on my website or LinkedIn. I stream every Saturday on Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, and Mixer. So thanks very much for coming. Thanks very much for listening to me. Enjoy yourselves. Goodbye.